It was nice to come back and see my inbox full of applicants coming through. That was pretty cool. So you guys have obviously been doing a ton of work. There's a couple of things that me and the team were going to do automation-wise that we just honestly have not got to in the craziness that's been the last bit of the year. But Sam, Ella, I'd love to catch up with you for 5-10 minutes, maybe longer after this call, and just see where we are with some of that. Apart from that, it's been cool to follow along and see what you've all been doing.
Awesome. Thanks, Mish. Ella, how are we going with the interviews? And what's it like looking at Benny in the eye?
It's actually, it's really difficult to hear what's going on because there's like a 2-second lag. So like I kind of, whenever Benny starts talking, I'm just zoning out. Sorry, Benny. Interviews are going well. So we had 5 interviews today. 3 of them went really well. 2 of them didn't go so well, but that's more good than bad, which is a good rate. And based on how it went yesterday, our trajectory is looking strong. So I think we've got, I'm just having a look at my calendar, which is very intimidating right now, but I think we've got 20 interviews scheduled over the next 2 days. There's a few little half-hour breaks in there, but it's going to be absolutely action-packed. And when Friday rolls around, we should have a pretty clear idea of, at least the strong candidates that have come through. They're not hard yeses until they get the final paperwork in. So, but we did have some really strong applicants that have come through, you guys. So if there's anyone that had an interview, or has an interview over the next few days, reach out to me and check in with how they're doing. And I'm happy to give you all an update.
That's awesome. So what, 25, 30 odd interviews in the first few days of this week's pretty exciting. We're moving. Cool. Ree, how you going back in Perth?
That's good. I've been doing calls kind of all morning, and we've got a few solid apps from the last few weeks that are in their final stages of doing their applications, so it's looking good.
That's unreal. What's the time there at the moment, Ree?
Just hit 5:30.
And you've already been on the phones hustling. That's impressive. Very, very impressive. Great work. Cool. John, how you going, man?
Going good, man. Finished the week pretty dope. Sent out some material to the president of my fraternity. Spoke with Jack, and we're thinking about kind of in a good way to get a good amount of either mentors or scholars or hooded scholars from all over the states. First, we're gonna do the tri-state area. I spoke to Jack. He'll be at what we call an interest dinner. So anyone that's interested in the fraternity goes into this dinner where it's going to be metropolitan area, which is New York City, and New York City, Long Island, and then New Jersey and Pennsylvania is another dinner. So hopefully, Jack can do both, and then see how many interested people are within that. And then we're going to send a nationwide messaging to everyone on all the campuses throughout the U.S. about this awesome opportunity, which hopefully then trajects to an initiative, right? Where it's aim at Buffalo or, aim at University of South California. And it'll be like a funneling thing, right? Someone's interested in joining and boom, it's ready to go. Hopefully that, panels in. But the dinner is the 27th, so next week. So yeah, man, I'm pretty excited. I think it's very. The president happens to be one of my good friends, so he's super excited because this is a point where the fraternity is changing within itself, and he wants to present a new initiative. So it's good. It's good stuff. Good
Perfect
stuff.
Timing. Sounds great, John.
Yeah.
I think we've got some newbies to the call. Ella, do you want to do a little intro here?
Yes. How are you? So Tisa and Kayla have joined our mentor crew. absolute boss humans. I think it was last week, it was all official. So thanks for taking the time to jump on the call. I'll butcher it, so I'll leave it to you two to introduce yourselves to the team and what you do.
Great. Got it.
So I'm Chisa.
And I'm Kayla.
We're co-founders of a company called Pedal. So what we are, we're a platform students raise money for college. We do that for the past year through crowdfunding. Students from all over the world use our platform to raise money. We're getting ready to take that to the next level and debut our common application for scholarships.
Yep, so our common application will enable students all over the world to apply to millions of scholarships at one time through a single application. And we're also, our kind of big picture with this is to create a pipeline to employment opportunities. So we partner with a lot of different corporations like Samsung and Google and Condé Nast, and they have an intention not only to sponsor students, but also to weaponize those scholarships as a recruitment tool so that those students are trained and prepared to be fully productive at the organization once they graduate college.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so we're really excited to join the team. Really excited to go with y'all to Australia, and we just wanted to know more. I know we can't go through everybody on the call, but we just want to know more about, how y'all are getting involved and how y'all are help fill the plane. Yeah.
We think each of you are awesome. So
Yeah.
talk to you soon.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Just, I'm going to ask you, I guess, how you guys came across AIM and what you're excited about with this journey going forward. But I just wanted to clarify, did you just say weaponize scholarships?
Yeah, believe it or not, it works.
Weaponizing scholarships. I'm taking that. Thank you. Sorry. More importantly, what's your journey connection been to AIM, and what are you excited for in the time to come now?
Nice.
Yeah, so we actually got connected to AIM through Anthony Frazier. He's the entrepreneur in residence here at Nork Venture Partners, which is headquartered in New Jersey, here in the States. And he just told us about how awesome an organization it was, and we were just so surprised that we've never heard of the organization as a whole, considering what we do and how we're connected to students, and we mentor students, and we're all about serving the underserved and the underrepresented. And you can talk about how excited we are.
Oh, dude, we feel like this is kind of right up our alley, right? Like we try to do this every day, and this is just like on such another level. We're excited to be able to reach students from all over the world, truly, right? And not just through a computer, but face to face, which is just really amazing. Plus, we've definitely never been to Australia. Like Loki didn't even think of it as an option in our lives.
Yeah. We told Ella when we first talked that every time we do speeches and stuff, we always talk about how we don't like to celebrate opportunities, but we like to create and fight for equal access to them. So that's something that AIM does on a regular, and that's a part of your mission. And, for us to be so aligned and we didn't even know that, we existed, a week ago is crazy. So we're just really excited to make magic with you guys and impact more students.
Truly.
Awesome. It's pretty special, hey, when the timing works out. A similar message to John and what you were saying with the fraternities, looking for that next opportunity with the both of you, looking for how you can broaden your impact, and then the relationship comes together at the right place, at the right time. It's unreal.
Exactly. And how many people on this call are officially work for AIM? Is everyone on this call just mentors, or? We're
going to throw it round to the crew now who are on the ground. So
awesome.
The majority of the people on this call are traveling around the US. They're working or connected pretty closely with AIM and promoting the Hooded Scholarship around the place. So we'll throw it around to the people on the road that can tell you who they are, where they're at, and
awesome.
an update on how the recruitment's been going. So who wants to kick us off? Jump in.
I'll jump in. Hey.
Hello.
Oh, who's in? I think I got dibs.
Like you are.
I'll run with it. Hey, Chisha and Kayla. So good to meet you guys. My name's Blake. This is Will. How you going? We're currently sitting in sunny Florida. And yeah, so we've sort of been on the road for the past 3 weeks now. Started in North Carolina. Well, Will's been all over the place doing video sort of work, but I've traveled from North Carolina through South Carolina, Georgia, and now into Florida. And we're both, I think, heading back to
Hey
Australia.
Blake, you had a boss interview with a lady from North Carolina today, a hooded scholar that you met along the way, and she hasn't got one of them on either university or school, but man, she had like this quiet fire, which was a very, very special human. So
Hectic. That's good to hear. That's awesome to hear. So I guess like what we've been doing for the past 3 weeks, I'm not sure how much you know, but we've sort of just been driving around meeting people like that boss lady. And now I guess we're towards the end of the trip, and we've sort of been calling up and making sure they get their applications in so that they can get through to the interview stage. So it's been really exciting. I've had a really good day today doing calls again. And I had 2 awesome conversations with 2 new boss ladies as well, who have incredible stories and really want to do this thing and mentor kids who have come from similar situations as themselves. So it's so exciting now to be at this end and to be actually moving, to have 25 interviews booked in over the next 2 days. It's legit, and it's really cool and really exciting. So you want to say anything?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Will. I'm volunteering on this trip, so I'm just documenting the story of how this is all unfolding and trying to play into some of the social media releases to let the world know. And I've had the pleasure of spending some time with Candice Mummer, who we put on the plane today. So that was sad to say goodbye to her, but she's an absolute inspiration. I've got some great footage to bring home to Australia. Just been supporting Blake here today.
And Will, you fly to New York tomorrow, yeah? And Blakey, you're on the way home.
Correct, bro, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You should come. I think we're going to go to the office maybe tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. So, maybe we'll see you.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That was the plan. We're going to get everyone on AIM TV, get some love for the New Yorkers in the house, and Will's going to have the camera, and it's going to be really
Guys, we might just, as we whip around, just talk to how you're going to finish strong, considering today or tomorrow is the last day. There's been a lot of build up over the last couple of weeks. So, Team Colorado, New Mazda.
I'm going to finish. I want to start. I'm going to finish strong by following Steve Crombie and Amelia, who have got the global head of YouTube for Good wants to be on the plane. They're currently right now meeting with the global head of Google.org, who they're trying to crack open to get on the plane. They've got the head of brand for Nike and the head of design for Nike globally, who are both really keen to try and get involved and come out on the plane. So I'm going to try and run off Steve Crombie and Amelia for the next few days, and also stay sane going in and out of 1,000 interviews that Ella and I are doing whilst trying to juggle the operations of everything the name's going to be in the next 10 years. So that's my promise to you. Over to you, microphones.
Good, Jack. Good.
Well, okay, sweet. Hi, so I'm Keisha, that's Michelle, that's also Tom, and we're in Namasko. And today we visited our last school. That's what they call uni, school. And we went to Colorado Springs in Colorado, obviously. And yeah, I'm going to pass it to Miss.
We have had some pretty good leads today and following up on a heap of back of house EOIs. And this morning I actually had quite a cool, very long 40-minute phone call from a guy named Coben who just recently was flown down to Tucson for a scholarship that he was one of 50 across the states. And he met a guy there who had seen a video of AIM on social media, and he's from North Dakota. And he said to Coben, mate, you got to check out this scholarship. This has your name written all over it. And he then put in the EOI, and I followed up yesterday, and he didn't answer, and he called me back this morning and was like, Michelle, I'm really sorry, I've been quite sick, but I need your advice, and can I tell you my story? And we had a really, really long conversation, and he shared that he grew up on the Navajo reservation. He's Native American, and he went to uni 2 years ago and had no idea what he was walking into, and he kept putting himself in situations where he just kept walking into new rooms, and he built resilience in that. And then he realized that all these doors had opened for him, and he wants to show kids in the reservation that there are scholarship opportunities and they can work hard. And he's currently studying nursing, and he wants to work with kids with their mental health, because the suicide rates are so high. And yeah, he's getting his application in today overnight, and yeah, it was really, really cool to see. And it's just been a big day on following up on EOIs, and yeah.
Cup of Tea wants to say something.
In the same 40 minutes, while the phone rang with Michelle, Keisha and I were actually speaking to someone in the cafe, a couple of very cool looking people that had a little keyboard out on the desk, were writing songs in front of us. Turns out they're from a band called The Reminders, playing some of the biggest festivals around the United States, playing some big shows in Denver in the days to come. We just connected with them, shared our story, heard their story. They've done work all around the world. And so we were meeting people that potentially could be on the 100 on the other end of the plane. So, yeah, crazy day.
She was just.
Did you write a tune with them, Tommy?
I'd love to. It's in the pipeline.
Collab.
Honestly,
collab.
That's it. Collab.
Hey, Keisha, I love that you just grabbed the microphone. I love that the first thing you did was grab that microphone. Yeah, 2 weeks of change. Perfect. Who's next? Go, go, go.
Target reporting for duty. Oh, you go, Hannah.
All right, we're gonna go. We are in Arkansas. We drove last night. Actually, we had a crazy night last night. We went to go meet this potential hooded scholar EOI at a Starbucks, and there were some high school kids studying, so we just struck up a conversation with them because we thought they might be college kids. Turns out they were only 14, so they can't be hooded scholars. But then one of them went nuts and was hugging us and was like, "Oh my God, you're Australian!" And then she teed us up, ran home and told her dad about us, who is a professor of the university locally. And so he called us and we were like, "Where are you? We're coming to see you right now." And we were literally on our way out of town. So we turned the car around and came back. And he's just a boss human, works in public health, lectures a bunch of students who'd probably be up for this, but is really keen. He does mentorship in the community. And we'd already had a positive meeting with the president of that uni that morning, but he's basically send this and I'm going to run at this at the uni. So yeah, that was awesome. And then we hightailed it and had a really big night of driving, arrived at midnight. So we're all a bit bleary-eyed and excited. And then this morning we're in Pine Bluff, which is basically a town that history forgot about, big agricultural town where money disappeared from. And we had a really good morning chatting to this woman from Detroit who was all about Black rights in the 70s. And she was just incredible and giving us a bit of a frame of the area. And I walked out with a painting and a book that she gave me. It was great. But yeah, we had another positive meeting at the Pine Bluff University, and then kind of a bit of a pencil pusher one at Arkansas. But the vice chancellor of there gave us his personal email. So instead of having to go through his secretary, I think we might be able to chip away there. Yeah, he was liking what we were saying. So some positive things happening. There was absolutely zero students around. We saw high school kids and no one else. But yeah, sowing some good seeds and good excitement. And we're just going to bring it home strong by smashing out absolute follow-ups this afternoon and tomorrow before we get on the plane. Out. Mic drop.
Boom. Nobody escapes the hustle. Viv and Tessa.
Nobody escapes the hustle. All right. We are in northern Alabama right now, in Huntsville. We're standing outside the uni. We haven't had a chance to leave because we met the Dean of Student Services here, who really just took us under his wing. He asked every question under the sun, so he knows more about the program than anyone in the States potentially. But then he just kind of walked out with us when we thought we were going to be leaving, and he's like, "No, you guys can jump in my car."
And we thought he was taking us around the campus until he left the campus, and we realized he was taking us out for lunch.
And so he took us to his favorite Lebanese gyros/Greek restaurant, and we sat down further and spoke to him. He's got a full understanding of the program, has a student in mind that he thinks is perfect for it, and is connecting us with her. We went to a uni, and another uni as well. Sorry, yeah, he's a former colleague of his. He spoke to on the phone, and we're going to chat to him this afternoon. We went to a university this morning and got chased out by the janitorial staff because it was completely closed, and we quickly ran back to our van.
Followed up on some EOIs.
Yep. We're trying to hunt down 2 ambassadors who we've met along the way, who we think would be perfect for seats on the plane. Where are we? Had a phone call with Auburn University. John, I'm going to pick your brain after this phone call just about some contacts potentially down in Alabama. And then where are we tomorrow? Tomorrow we go to Birmingham. We've got a meeting with a rep from Stillman, which is one of the biggest HBCUs in the state. And we're going to bring it home through personal connection. We've been having the most luck when we can just get face to face with someone and really share the stories. So just going to put my face in people's faces over the next day or two. And g'day to Team Pedal as well. That's a pretty sweet story you guys are creating for yourselves as well. So we come to New York in a few days as well. So hopefully we can cross paths.
Don't put your face anywhere near my face.
Face in Jack's face. Benny boy, how is it?
Well, I was taking myself off mute because I was going to actually encourage Viv to put his face in Jack's face, but I'll take that as a clear. Don't put your face in Jack's face.
Come on, Benny, get to the point.
I'm going to run off Rhiannon Miller's energy, knowing that she was up at 2:30 this morning, Western Australia time, to make phone calls over to the States. I'm sort of, channeling that, and then also looking at Ella and Jack and their diaries of what they've got to do. So know that I'll be working long hours, particularly for the stuff back in Australia, and subbing in where I can to make phone calls and chase people up to hopefully push a few of those potential hooded scholars over the line. So that's what you can expect from me over the next 48, 72 hours and 10 to 15 to 55 years.
I very much look forward to the next 55 years of you, Benny.
Thanks, Sammy.
Jacko, is there anything else that you'd like to share with this crew?
Like insert hype, inspirational speech. You blah 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 blah. Here,
Safe travel.
Bring it home.
I'm so hyped up right now.
We're doing these calls.
Get him, Blakey. Get him, Blakey.
I'll be here.
Hey, Sam.
Thank you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, he can hear.
Sam, I've got a bit of a weird idea. I don't know. I just thought I'd share it.
Hold on. I'm recording this. Should I press pause?
You can record if you want. That's fine.
Okay.
You know
anyone who's still watching this, Will is about to share a weird idea. Please continue. Disclaimer.
You know the song "I Need a $1"?
Dollar is what I need.
Yeah. So
I need a scholar.
Thank you. Right. So it's by a guy called Alo Black, who's like an actor, musician, and also philanthropist. Yeah. So I was like half thinking, I wonder if we got his permission to reappropriate those words. We need a hooded scholar. A scholar is what we need.
It sounds like you have a challenge for your next few days.
Leave it with me.
The Triple J. Are we off mute?
Yes.
Yeah. So if we go through Triple J, we may have a connect. to him as well through Triple J. Yeah.
You've got links to Alo Black?
No, Triple J's, Alo Black's partner is one of the Triple J presenters. So if we've got ties to Triple J, maybe we have ties through that.
Yeah. I just reckon we could re-record that for Hooded Scholars.
Yeah, we'll contact Beth Zucker from the AIM media team, and she'll hook you up with Triple J.
Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, you are, Will. Yes, you are.
That's a great idea. I love that.
Misha, did you want to chat to Ella and I? Quick, Ella, are you free? Yeah, if you guys have got 2 seconds.
Just getting a touch of the energy from across the seas. And I'm just about to rock out a board meeting for the Wollongong site. And I might read a book about mindfulness.
Awesome. Sounds like a good trio.
What did I miss?
What's been going on today, Shawnee?
Mate, this morning I woke up, ran across the Williamsburg Bridge, went back, got a bike, rode across the Williamsburg Bridge, thingy-majiggy, went to Pace University, got a grand tour. Every single office was shut, so that was awesome. I got to catch up with CJ because she's sort of been like our internal fire at that university because we actually knocked back one of the Hooded Scholars yesterday. So just to sort of keep the fire alive in case another student is going to come through from Pace University. So, and then I just had a meeting with someone who's applying to be on the front of the plane, which is awesome. She was pretty cool. She's mates with the Prez, who the New Yorkers will know. He's just like electrifying guy. So all is well, man. And then back to sunny Australia tomorrow, bruz.
Well done, finishing strong, buddy. Safe travels tomorrow.
Thanks, man. I love you. What did I miss? Did anyone slam dunk anything today or what?
Mate, it was just like alley-oop to slam dunk to Vince Carter-esque dunk competition back in the 90s.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
The Vince Carter effect.
Yeah. Awesome. We're going to roll. Misha and Ella, can you stay on here? See you guys.
I'm staying.